If collecting is your love,
I want more.
every day.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 SIG Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Doug! It's the Captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting is your love,
I want more.
every day.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 SIG Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Doug! It's the Captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting everything is your love.
I want.
Hey, party people. How are you doing? All right, so there's going to be a lot of sound changes we're going to need to make. I don't have all of my lighting in, but we're going to get through this together, I promise. What's up, T-Bone? What's going on, Paul Moistland? How are you doing? What's up, Doug D? I don't know if the microphone's that good to pick it up. So, what's new? Hello, lady. No, Paul. Nope. He asserted dominance as soon as I walked into the studio. Excuse me. All right, so Happy New Year. Give me a second. I am going to set up my light that I didn't get a chance to set up in the last hour. It's true. That's exactly what he did. It's how I walked into the studio. Oh, like this, and then maybe a little of this. I don't know, maybe this way. Ooh, like this. Oh, that'll work. Almost there. Okay. I promise I'm almost done. You turn on here. No, or you don't turn on. Well, that plug's dead. I gonna get any work done? No, none. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Do I have... Is this, It is. Ooh. Yes. Alright. Turn on. Nope, the light just doesn't work anymore. Dag nabbit. Oh well. That light just doesn't work anymore. All right, so here's the dilly. I was brutally. Whoop, scuba! I was about to tell that story. I got violently ill. Right before New Year's. It was brutal. Oh, by the way, this is the new setup. If you go to the Discord, you'll actually see a photo of it. I now have the camera is like right here. And I could literally close the camera off with my screens because my screens are right next to it. So now when I'm reading the chat, I'm literally a couple of inches away from looking at the camera. So it's no longer me going like this to read the chat. I am now reading the chat right here. We do have not using there's a weird, we have a setting that automatically makes it look like I'm looking at the camera at all times, even when I'm not. But anyway, so right before James gets sick, Melissa gets sick, and I'm immune compromised, so I get really sick. And the doctor's like, well, there's so many things going on right now where we can't give you anything because we don't know which ones it's going to be. We don't want you taking any useless medicine. So I go through another 24 hours and I'm like, listen, I can't breathe. I can't sleep. I need something. So he's like, all right, gives me amoxicillin, 825 milligrams twice per day. Big old horse pills of amoxicillin. And finally, after 48 hours of taking that, I finally feel well enough that I can talk. I can sort of breathe. My cough is still there, but I'm not contagious anymore, which is the important part. But I was not well. I was very, very, very sick for New Year's and right before. My mom is in town with my sister, so I'm hoping they don't get sick, but who knows? But yes, today I feel loads better. I also will not be able to have a nice scotch on the first day of streaming. Because, amoxicillin, you're not supposed to drink alcohol with amoxicillin. Now, I found out it actually doesn't interfere with amoxicillin. It just overcharges your liver, because your liver has to process amoxicillin and it processes alcohol too. So it can actually just make it harder for your body to absorb the amoxicillin. So it doesn't actually cancel the amoxicillin, but I'm not going to take that chance. What up, Hellbolt? Love you, man. So, I need to do a couple of sound checks. You will notice I have a different microphone. It has a giant pop filter on it because this is a very sensitive microphone. This is the Aston. The Aston Origin by a company called Aston Microphones. Paul, every time I talk into this, I think of you, because this microphone was made in England. Kind of like you. Oh. Check one, check two. So, I actually did a whole bunch of sound checks right before all of this. To try to get the best tone, because I can record without going live and listen to it. So I did that. So this is about the best tone I'm going to get. The question is, am I loud enough for you? Am I clear? Is it canceling out all of the echo that we have? Because I don't have anything on the walls yet. I do have stuff that I need to get framed that will go up here. And here that will absorb some of that sound. I'm perfect. Oh, Hellbolt, you're perfect. What up, Bourbon? Oh, Bourbon. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I have a secret. Bourbon is here for a very distinct reason. Not only is Bourbon here because he loves me and wants to be present for the first show in the new studio. Bourbon is here because I lost a bet. I bet our dear friend Bourbon, that the Bills would beat the Eagles, and we lost by a point due to a overthrown 2-point conversion because our kicker sucks. We promptly fired him after the game, by the way. So Bourbon is like, what do you want to bet? Now, I'm going to switch camera modes. I want you to know the acrylic background has not arrived yet. We're not going to get that until early next week. So you're going to be seeing how the sausage is made. There will be a black acrylic screen that's going to go back here. But this little nugget. This is a 2018 Donruss football hanger box. Folks, go ahead and try to buy anything from the NFL from 2018. This is Saquon's rookie. This is Josh Allen's rookie. There's a plethora. There's a guy named Baker Mayfield. There's a gentleman by the name of Lamar Jackson, even though he stinks now. There is a plethora of absolute baddies in here. This has guaranteed rookies, though, as you can see right here. 2 rated rookies, 2 rookies per box for this hanger box. I'm going to go ahead and say it out loud. This is an $80 hanger box, $70 plus shipping and tax. This is an $80 bet I lost in essence. All right, let's get some focus. We're going to want it right about here, I have a feeling. Right about there. Great card. Oh, the 40-40 card? It's nice. But it's no 50-50 club. See, it's my but trust me, listen, I am so much better than I was before. All right, Bourbon. A bet's a bet. I'm not a gambling man, and this is one of the reasons why. Because I bet with my heart and not my head. So for you, sir, 2018 Donruss Foosball hanger box. We're looking for some Quan. Oh, man. Oh, I don't have a garbage. Hold on. Here we go. Ooh. All right, let's put down, those are the hits. We're going to leave those there. We'll get through the fluff. Tony. Gallman. Mr. Thomas. Villanueva, true story. Alejandro Villanueva was a Navy SEAL. What up, Prue? Oh, Donruss is one of the few Prue that actually put veterans in there. Alejandro Villanueva, Navy SEAL. True story. Early Special Forces. Boy, this guy's in a lot of trouble. Oh, there's Jaws. This guy's from Lackawanna, New York, which is a suburb of Buffalo. It doesn't say it on there. Good old Jaws. Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson didn't get injured, right there would be on the greatest running back of all time. Right up there. This was Sapuros. I lost a bet, so I had to buy this for somebody. His name is Bourbon. D-Hop. Tarad. Kittle. Funches. He didn't make it. Oh, look at Archie. His son had a heck of a bowl game. A nice 60-yard run for Arch Manning. All right, here's where we get spicy. Here's where we get spicy. This is where we need the luck. Let's send that energy in. Let's get that Quan rookie. Derrick Henry, press proof. He's pretty dang good. Adam Sheen. Marvin Jones Jr. Oh. Jaleel Scott. Womp womp. A.J. Bouye. Nyheim Hines. It's actually pretty good when he's healthy. Joe Woolly Namath. Excuse me, I'm dying. Elite Series rookie, Cortland Sutton. Now, there's a good football player. There's a good... What up, Daniel? How you doing, buddy? There's a dang fine football player. Josh Norman. That is the... what's it called? Canvas. That is a Canvas Gridiron King. Larry Little. Ground Force, Jordan Howard. More Jordan Howard. Oh, ho, ho. The champ is here. Man, I saw that eagle and I thought that was... And then I remembered, oh wait, he was a giant at this time. Dougie Baldwin. America. All right, more rookies. Darius Leonard. John Kelly. Christopher Herndon. And Bo Scarborough. No big names in the rookie column. Boy, oh boy. Dang. But there you go. Let me see if any of these are aqueous. This was one of the years that they did do the aqueous test. The aqueous were unnumbered to about 20 per and have a huge resale value. A nice consolation possible. No aqueous either. When did the Titans get rid of Henry? 2 years ago? Or 2 or 3 years ago. All right, Doug, see you later, buddy. Not when, why? Age. There was an age concern. Would have been very expensive to keep. Now, it's not normal for a running back his age to be that good. But it's also not normal, excuse me, for a running back his size to last that long. Oh. Yeah, that's how good I've been feeling. All right, so if I'm this far away from the mic, does it still sound good? What are you unzipping? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Then I can sit back and relax.
You sound horrible.
I don't feel good about
Get out here soon.
I'm getting better.
Hey, man.
Yes.
Have a good night.
I love you, buddy.
Love you, brother. Have fun. Say hello to the family.
I will. Oh, I definitely will. All right, so you heard it. The boss said I have to go home early today. So we're going to be here for a little bit longer. We want to at least get a first show into the new studio. Get the hello, Mel. Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Mommy. Hello, Alexa. It's everybody that's in my house right now. My mom and Alexa Alexa's my sister, BT Dub. We are 19 years apart. They are visiting. We're going to a wedding tomorrow, and then Disney earlier next week. Now, listen, Mom. This is not the normal lighting. We actually are getting a lighting kit to illuminate me a little bit better. This is our temporary lighting. But this is my new shiny microphone. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's nice. So, Mom, I am here with 23 of my closest friends. Everybody say hi to my mom. Oh, goodness gracious. Actually, Hellbolt, Mrs. the Breaker is trying to get me to go with you to Japan. Just you and I hanging out and doing sumo stuff. So we're going to see if we can make it happen. But first I have to get better. He's like, I'm down with that. I'll go jet setting with DC the Breaker. I'm in. It ended up being like we looked at it, round trip plus hotel plus a day at a sumo would be about $1,400. And that's staying at a pretty decent hotel too. And then I imagine it would be about $25 a day for food. So I'm imagining a week would be about $1,500. And of course, if I go, I'm going to be bringing a suitcase, an empty suitcase, to fill up on sumo cards, Japanese baseball cards, and other things. By the way, folks, you're going to want to tune in Wednesday. Wednesday, I will be opening a box of sumo cards for myself. The Tagatas, the sumo handprints, Tagatas. Yeah, I could flip those Tagatas over here. They're like super cheap. They're like $50 over there. You sell a Tagata for like $150, $200 stateside. So the sumo cards are about $50 a box over in Japan. They sell for between $100 and $200 a box here. I just got a really good deal. I got them from Florida. A dude was selling them for a little bit under $100 a box. And he said these are the last two. Well, actually, he technically had one, but he had two different things listed on the sites. The site said two, he said one. I ordered two. They sent me the order, so I'm assuming I'm getting two. But we'll see. If there's only one, then they owe me a box and a refund. but that's a whole different story. So he said on the phone that he had 2. But I went to the website and he only had 1 at one location and none at the other location. And the other location is one he told me to order from. So I ordered from the one and then a blank one from the other, and we'll see what happens. Either way, I'm getting at least 1 box of sumo cards on Tuesday, which means I'll be opening them Wednesday. And y'all can watch as I probably squee like a little girl. Sumo for Yumo. Oh, they are for me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yarp. Card collecting is not big over there like it is here. They don't collect their own cards. They collect American cards. So believe it or not, the Japanese cards don't sell for a massive amount over there. As a matter of fact, when I bought the box, the guy's like, oh, if you buy it through Shop, the app Shop, he goes, you get a $20 credit. So I was like, oh, cool. I'm going to get a $20 credit. So I ordered the box, and I'm not going to spend more than $20. So I was looking at his singles. I'm like, gee, what does this guy have that would be pretty cool? Oh, no big deal. Just a Shohei Ohtani BBM baseball card of him pitching for the Nippon Ham, whatever they are. So I bought a box of sumo cards and got a free Japanese Shohei Ohtani card. Yeah, pretty stoked about that. Except One Piece, the Japan version is possible. Oh yeah, no, the non-sport cards are a completely different story, Hellbolt. Non-sport cards are massive over there. Sport cards like Japanese baseball and sumo, to them it's like every day. But they love ours. Dying. I'm not dying, I'm recovering from dying. Yeah. Yeah, One Piece is there. So apparently there's supposed to be this super rare card. And they're finding out that certain areas got more of them. The collation wasn't good. And certain areas got more of them than other areas. So like certain parts of the country, they're more expensive than other parts of the country. I don't know. It's a thing. It seems to be a thing. So, yeah. I'm sorry, folks. I am still battling this. It is, by the way, it was a bacterial upper respiratory infection. I think it was viral. I'd be over it by now. But because it's bacterial, it was just living in me like yucky stuff. Pop filter. This is a pop filter. I wonder if Fanatics wants to know where they got those machines. Fanatics knows where all their cards go anyway. There's a reason each box has a hologram on it. They know. They know. Oy vey. It should. So the European Union does not mess around when it comes to fairness for consumers. You can do whatever you want to the American people because the federal government doesn't care as long as they get their taxes. But the European Union, they do actually care about consumer well-being. And being a pure capitalist without the ability to show form and function really doesn't work over there. That's kind of why German cars are so fantastic compared to American cars. All right, listen, my Ford and Chevy people, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. German cars are taking out American cars 99 times out of 100. I don't want to talk about NASCAR. Let's talk about Formula One. Let's talk about Mercedes-Benz Racing Formula One. Let's talk about Porsche Racing Formula One. Hell, we could talk Aston Martin out of the UK or Ferrari out of Italy. Yeah, you know what's really not in F1? America. I rest my case. I imagine UK isn't EU though, but their parts. Yeah, well, yes, Sapporo's technically correct, but both have the same consumer. Yeah. Cadillac is coming this year. Now, Carlos, I know you're a Cadillac guy. You have a beautiful Caddy. I've seen it. Caddy's coming, but how much of it is going to be made by Cadillac? And how much of it is going to be a repurposed engine from somebody else? F1 Audi, excited for. I love Audi. I have owned over the course of my life, none of them new, but I've owned used Audis, used Mercedes, and used BMWs. The only one I would ever go back to is Audi. I loved my Audi, and my Audi was the base A3 version. I had a really nice BMW. They had a great deal back when you could get deals on cars that I literally was able to drive that car into the ground and still made money off it. The Audi was my absolute favorite of all my vehicles, and that was arguably the most stripped down vehicle I owned of those vehicles. My Audi A3 was the basic A3. It was the bottom of the barrel, nothing fancy A3. It was so much better than my X1, than my 330i. My 330i had the bells and whistles, and I still like the Audi better. Lando Norris? I just like him because he's named after Lando Calrissian. You know, this guy. Oh, there we go. That guy. That guy right there. Those guys. Oh, man, Bourbon, that sucks we didn't get anybody good in that hanger box, man. I'm sorry. I was hoping we'd get one of each. I was hoping we would get a Quan and an Allen, and you'd be so excited about the Quan that you'd let me keep the Allen. We got none of the above. But that's what you get. Oh. I'm already exhausted. That was only 32 minutes of talking, and I'm already exhausted. So, the sound is good then. I was more worried about the sound than anything. The reason I didn't do anything with lighting is I figured the sound would be the most difficult part. And, I guess this microphone is so good it doesn't even need a lot of fixing. Sound is fantastic. Listen, so I had the Shure 57B, which is a top-notch, top-of-the-line, non-performer microphone. It is one of the best podcast microphones you can get. It is used in recording. Michael Jackson recorded, I want to say Bad, with a Shure 57B. I'm sure if you listened and tinkered with it, you can make it better. It sounds good, great already. My issue was worrying about the game. So this doesn't need a lifter. The 48 volt phantom power of my Focusrite is enough. There is a lot of decibel changes I had to go with. I had to change some of the gain as well. So this is with intermediate air setting. This is with no air setting. I thought this sounded a little too tinny. I thought there was not enough to it. Here. Now this is full air. This I should sound almost muffled. While I do like the bass of this full air setting, I thought the half setting was better, which is this one right here. I'll let you decide. Do you think, okay, so again, this is option one. And I'm going to go with whatever you guys say. Option one is straight no air. This is just the mic as sensitive as it gets. I thought it's a little too sensitive. This is more controlled sound. Which do you like better? Do you like the open air or do you like the controlled sound? Talk amongst yourselves. Carlos is like, yeah, two. Yeah, I thought so too. Now this is the full air. So this is option 2. This is option 3. This is right in between. I didn't know if this or the full second option was good. That was probably the thing I spent the most time recording and re-listening to. There we go. And then if there wasn't enough to worry about, there's this one right here. So this is the one that you all seem to like so far. Let me throw a wrinkle in. I don't know what this button stands for. It just says INST. I don't know what that means, and I'm not going to look at the manual. This is what I sound like when it's turned on. I don't know what it does, but do we like it on or off? Instrument. Oh, well, then we definitely don't want this on, because my voice is not an instrument. This, look at Hellbolt. Hellbolt knows what's going on. He gets it. Hellbolt knows. That's why we love it. Yeah, everyone's like, yeah, Jesus, turn it off. Turn it off. My ears are bleeding. Oh, God. Oh, thank you, DC. Thank you for turning it off. All right, there we go. So we're good. These are going to be my levels. I am at 3 decibel gain. Actually, hold on. I am at a -7 gain. -7. Yeah, -7. So this has a button that automatically negates 10 decibels. So it's either 0 or -10. And then, of course, I have the gain on my Focusrite, which goes to 11. I only needed 3. So -7 is where I'm sitting right now, and I think it's going to be good enough. We were worried about echo, but now that we built some of the these are temporary. This is a temporary rig. It's going to look different in a couple of months. Everything behind me is temporary. Everything in front of me is permanent. Oy vey. So this will change. But this will stay the same. I have acrylic coming. I have a desk organizer coming that will be slightly off camera. And that's it. Yarp. That's it. That's all I got, folks. Does anybody want anything before I leave? You want to do last call? Last call, because I'm dying? You know, I can't say that. I can't say that. I'm not dying. I'm recovering from being terribly ill. Well, I have to remember that I can't say I'm dying. It's a faux pas. Would like you to get well already. Yeah, me too. Trust me, I do too. It was bad. Like you can ask Mrs. The Breaker. It was bad. So I have a CPAP because I'm fat, and I have the nasal pillow. So if I can't breathe from my nose, I can't sleep because I snore, and my snoring will wake me up, and it's bad. I have acute sleep apnea. So when I couldn't breathe out of my nose, I was like, oh, this is terrible. So I would take an antihistamine, and the antihistamine would keep me awake and then make me crash. So I would be up till 3 a.m, then I'd sleep for 4 hours, then I'd be like, all right, well, I'm up for the day. It was brutal. 48 hours of zombification is what it felt like. My brain felt like, I know all of you have done this. So I'm not going to say, have you ever? I'm going to say, you remember when, you were in maybe your late 20s. You're not quite in your early 20s anymore, but you're not quite in your mid. What up, Kyle? Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. You're not in your 30s where you just can't do anything, but you're in your late 20s and you went out partying with your buddies thinking you were still 19. And you get like 4 hours sleep, and the next day you wake up and you have this like, it's almost like a high-pitched ring that's not in your ears, but it's in your head. Like as if somebody left the monitor of an old school tube television or monitor for a computer, that high-pitched. Yeah, I had that for like 48 hours because of the sinus pressure and not being able to sleep. And then I was like, I'm not taking this anymore. Carlos knows. Yeah. That is what I had. That's how overtired I was. It was at that point that I was like, you are having a doctor give you something. And that was 3 days ago. So, yeah. I'm going to go home and get some bed. Get some sleep. But I am going to raid out, though. I feel like being in the new studio, I have to at least, since I'm shortchanging you on me, I should at least have the courtesy to raid you into somebody awesome. Who dis? Go to Waltering or Donkey Sean. Do you want Waltering or Donkey Sean? I can take. I don't actually. So Sudafed, I'm a Claritin guy. Claritin is the best. Benadryl is if I want to go to sleep. I could take Sudafed. It's not as effective for me as like other stuff. Waltering is doing food fights. Okay. We can do Waltering. I am going to have to tell Mom I have to dump and run, though. I can't. I'm not going to stick around. Now, the only thing that is reminiscent of the old setup is my keyboard is over here. I can't change that. It's the only thing I can't change. But as you can see, the setup is a lot better. Thank you. Oh, I will. The setup is a lot better. I can see you a lot better. Once I get the lighting, Sudafed is the nuclear option. Yeah. For me personally, because I have bad sinuses to begin with, Claritin D is my go-to. I took it 2 hours ago. Sudafed does not work as well as Claritin for me. Benadryl works because it knocks me out. The 4 hours Sudafed? Yeah. So anyway, I'm excited. I'm closer to home. I'm closer to Mrs. The Breaker, her work. Once we get the lighting figured out, which should be within a week, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. Again, this is temporary. Obviously, it's just something stacked on something else. But I can see you better. You don't have to look at the side of my head anymore. Like, this is as far as I'm going to turn in one direction. And this is as far as I'm going to turn in one direction. So this is just a better run for all of us. I'm very excited for all of the possibilities for the new area. It's only going to get better from today. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I love each and every one of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other so we can do this again on Wednesday. Wednesday, we are opening Sumo. You need to get excited because I am super excited for that. Let's go see what Waltering is doing, and I promise everybody I'll take care of myself if you take care of you. I love you. Good night.